Rain was falling all over Rome when the taxi stopped at St. Peter's Square. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. The passenger paid the fare, told the driver to keep the change, and tucked a newspaper under his arm. He was lean and well-tailored in an obviously expensive suit. His white hair combed carefully back, his resolute demeanor that of a person accustomed to giving orders. He headed straight for the first entry point, where visitors were inspected to make sure they entered the Basilica properly dressed. No shorts, no miniskirts, no cleavage. Inside the cathedral, the man rushed past Michelangelo's Pieta, the only work of art among the vast Vatican treasures that had ever moved him without a glance. He paused for a second, orienting himself, then walked toward the confessionals, where priests from an array of countries listened in their native languages to the faithful who came from around the world to visit the Holy See. He approached a confessional whose sign indicated that the priest heard confessions in Italian, and he stood, leaning against a column, waiting impatiently for the communicant already inside to finish. As soon as he saw the velvet curtain open and a man step out, he moved purposefully toward the confessional. The priest coughed quietly, ready for the new communicant to begin confession. Mi benedica, padre, perché hai peccato? What is it you wish to confess, my son? Not a past sin, father, but a sin I am about to commit. He leaned toward the priest and smoothed the lapel of his suit jacket. I intend to kill a man, he said. May God forgive me. With that, the man stood, rushed from the confessional, and disappeared among the hordes of tourists crowding the basilica. It took the priest a few moments to recover from his shock. The stunned cleric stepped out of the confessional and picked up a crumpled newspaper lying on the floor. He glanced at the headlines. Rostropovich concert in Milan, dinosaur movie a blockbuster hit, archaeological conference in Rome, and scanned the text below the last, where something had been marked. With world-renowned professors and archaeologists in attendance, Cloney, Miller, Schmidt, Arzaba, Polanski, Tannenberg. The final name was circled in red, Tannenberg. Another man had approached the confessional and was asking insistently, Father, Father, are you all right? Yes. No, I'm sorry, I'm not. Excuse me. The priest folded the newspaper and his gaze, abstracted, walked away, leaving his latest supplicant open-mouthed and unshriven. I'd like to speak with Signora Barreda, please. May I say who's calling? Dottore Cipriani. One moment, Dottore. The old man ran his hand over his hair and was suddenly seized with claustrophobia. The room was too small. He forced himself to take a deep breath while his eyes ran over the objects that had surrounded him for these last 40 years. On his desk sat a picture frame with 2 photographs, one now sepia-colored with age, of his parents, and the other of his 3 children. On the mantel was a photo of his grandchildren. Across the room, a couch and a pair of wing chairs were softly illuminated by a floor lamp with a cream-color shade. The room's walls were lined with mahogany bookshelves containing hundreds of books. Persian rugs covered the floor. The entire room smelled of pipe tobacco. This was his office. He was at home. He had to get control of himself. Carlo! Mercedes, we found him. Oh, Carlo, my God, what are you saying? The woman's voice was filled with dread and expectation. Get on the internet and look in the Italian newspapers, any of them, the culture pages, his name's right there. The intensity in his voice matched hers. Are you sure it's him? There are thousands of Tannenbergs around the world, Carlo. but not thousands in the upper echelons of the archaeological field. The article is about an upcoming conference in Rome. Mercedes was breathless and convinced. Yes, of course, yes. Then he... All right, then we'll do it. At last. Tell me you're not having second thoughts. He looked at the picture of his parents. No, never. And you aren't either, I see. Neither will Hans and Bruno, I am sure. He fingered the buttons on his telephone. We need to meet. I'll call them now. Do you want to come to Barcelona? Mercedes asked. I have room for us all. It doesn't matter where. I'll call you back. I want to talk to Hans and Bruno now. Wait, Carlo. Is it really him? We have to be sure. Have him put under surveillance, no matter what it costs. If you want me to, I'll wire transfer now. We cannot lose him again. I'll see to it immediately. We won't lose him, Mercedes. Don't worry. I'll call you back as soon as I can. Call me on my cell phone then. I am going to the airport. I am taking the first plane to Rome. I can't just sit here. I need to... Mercedes, don't move until I call you. We can't make any mistakes. He won't escape now. Trust me. He hung up, feeling the same anxiety he had sensed in Mercedes. He suspected that in 2 hours she'd be calling him from Fiumicino Airport. She was a woman incapable of sitting and waiting for anything, much less this. He dialed a number in Bonn and waited, tapping his fingers impatiently on the desk for someone to answer. Hello? Professor Hauser, please. Who's calling? Carlo Cipriani. Carlo, it's Berta. How are you? The woman responded delightedly.